So after getting all the points, the lines, your vamp line, your center line, your lateral ballpoint lines, then you minus 1.5 inch from here down here. 1.5 inch. That is where this pattern is going to start from. So then you start making your drawing. After sketching out all the shape and design, then measure some areas like this place to make sure the wing is on the same line, and you also measure around this area to make sure that none is away from the other. And also you measure the wing, you can see it, you measure here, and also confirm that it is the same measurement with this one. And if it is not, like you can see, I need to adjust this one. I need to adjust it. So the whole drawing is done. So the next thing is to split the pattern into two from the center line. We are going to be removing it half by half. So watch closely to see how I am cutting out the pattern. It is very, very important. So after cutting out the pattern, you remove the first half. You're going to need a straight line on your cardboard. You see a straight line here. So we're going to make sure we place the pattern on the straight line. In this process, for it to be possible, we are going to be springing the vamp directly. So we cut the vamp line and leave a slight allowance that will hold the two patterns together. You see it? You cut the vamp line on the both sides to the center, but not cutting the pattern totally into two. And then we try and place it on the straight line. Place it on the straight line, and then gently you make it to take the shape of the straight line, and also try as much as possible to avoid too much creeps. There's no how you will get the whole thing without having a creeps, but at least you should try as much as possible to reduce the creeps on the masking. When you must have placed it flat like this, you can see it on the cardboard. The next thing you're going to do is also to pick here and also place it the same way with the same procedure on the other side of the line. So with the same procedure, you place the other side. Make sure that you are placing it to rhyme with the other half you have first placed. So with the same procedure, you place the other half. Remember to cut the vamp line to get the straight line. So you gently arrange it to make sure it is rhyming with the first half. After doing that, you can see what we have here. Then you're going to use your pencil to put the whole drawing in shape. The lines are already there, then just put it back into shape. The necessary places that needs retouching, you retouch it. Remember, this is just to give you an idea on the main procedures you need to know to get this pattern done. So you touch some areas, straightening some places. And then after that, you add your lasting allowance. So you have to remember that you are going to be using Birkenstock, and you know Birkenstock is very thick in width, so you're going to add enough lasting allowance. In this case, I'm adding 2 inch around the pattern, 2 inch as the lasting allowance. Then gradually you join the lines around the pattern, and then the next thing after this is to cut it into shape. Then we cut the pattern into shape. We are almost done with the pattern. So you can see after that you have to punch around the tongue. From here to here is 1 inch. From the cap down to the tongue is 1 inch. I forgot to tell us that. So you can see I punched around the tongue to be able to enable me mark out that area of the pattern. So you can see how the pattern looks. You can see it. You see how I punched the tongues to enable me mark out that area easily. So we're going to craft this pattern right now on a leather. You can see after marking out the pattern on your leather, you see the marking, you see the tongue, the shape. So you're going to be needing something maybe you never knew can be used for shoemaking. After you must have marked out the pattern, then you place the pattern again at the back of that leather. Make sure it rhymes with the pattern again. Then you're going to be marking out the tongue. You understand? You're going to be marking out the tongue through those punched areas. You can see what I'm doing. So that's the next step. You can see that. You see the shape is now at the front and also at the back. So you get this kind of rope, you can get it in the market. It is going to enable us to get that shape we need at the tongue of the pattern. So we're going to apply gum on that area and also on the rope. So when the gum must have dried, you place the rope along that area that you have just marked out. That's the tongue area, the shape of that tongue. You use the rope to go around it, the edges. You can see what I'm doing. Look closely to see where the rope stopped, understand, so that it won't be visible after crafting your pattern. You see it? You see the front? So this is another leather of the same shape. We are going to use this one to cover here. It will enable us to get the shape easily and also for sewing. So you place it after applying gum, you place it to cover the rope, then you turn, use your hand this way to create that shape. You can see it. You see, the shape is already there. You see it. So now the next thing, we are going to go to the sewing machine to sew the both lines here, inside round, and also the outside. You can see, you see the sewing, you see it. So the pattern is ready now. You see the sewing, that is on that. You can actually use hand to stitch if you don't want to use a sewing machine. Let's try it on the last. So you see, this video is actually to give us an insight on how to get this pattern done. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not, and also hit the bell icon to get updates, because more videos like this will be dropping, I promise. You see the pattern, you see how it looks. So it is very simple. Just follow the procedure. So thank you for watching, and see you